Starting off strong at number 1, we have Dead Island 2, which brings the zombie apocalypse to sunny Los Angeles with a fresh take on undead mayhem. This action RPG drops you into Hell A, where you'll encounter hordes of infected creatures across iconic California locations, from Beverly Hills to Venice Beach. The game features 6 unique playable characters, called Slayers, each with their own skill trees and combat styles that let you customize your zombie slaying approach. Combat is visceral and satisfying, with an emphasis on melee weapons that you can upgrade and modify with elemental effects. The gore system is incredibly detailed, showing realistic damage on zombie bodies as you hack, slice, and smash your way through them. The story balances dark humor with genuine horror moments, keeping the tone entertaining throughout the campaign. You can play solo or team up with friends in online co-op for up to 3 players, making the experience even more chaotic and fun. Moving on to number 2, we find Days Gone, an open-world survival game set in the Pacific Northwest 2 years after a global pandemic. You play as Deacon St. John, a drifter and bounty hunter trying to survive in a world overrun by freakers, which are zombie-like creatures infected by a virus. The game features a massive open world filled with dynamic weather systems, day-night cycles, and emergent gameplay moments that keep things unpredictable. One of the standout features is the horde system, where you face massive swarms of hundreds of freakers that require strategic planning and resource management to defeat. Your motorcycle serves as your primary means of transportation and needs constant maintenance and fuel, which adds a survival element to exploration. The story is emotionally driven, focusing on Deacon's past relationships and his struggle to find meaning in the post-apocalyptic world. Combat combines stealth, ranged weapons, and crafted explosives, giving you multiple approaches to handle different situations effectively. Number 3 brings us World War Z, a cooperative third-person shooter based on the blockbuster film franchise. The game drops you into massive zombie battles across locations like New York, Moscow, Jerusalem, and Tokyo, with each episode offering unique stories and characters. What sets this apart is the swarm engine technology that throws hundreds of zombies at you simultaneously, creating truly epic and terrifying moments. You'll work with 3 other players to complete objectives, while managing limited resources and defending against massive undead waves. The class system features 6 different specializations, including Gunslinger, Medic, and Fixer, each with unique abilities and progression trees. Defensive gameplay is crucial as you set up traps, automated turrets, and fortifications to survive the relentless zombie hordes. The game constantly updates with new content, including PvPvE modes where you face both zombies and other player teams, adding competitive elements. At number 4, we have Dying Light 2 Stay Human, which combines parkour movement with brutal zombie combat in a massive open-world city. Set 20 years after the original game, you play as Aiden Caldwell, exploring the last remaining human settlement called Villador. The parkour system is incredibly fluid, letting you vault, climb, and zipline across rooftops with responsive controls that make traversal genuinely enjoyable. Day and night cycles drastically change gameplay as zombies become more aggressive and dangerous after dark, pushing you to make tactical decisions. Your choices throughout the story genuinely impact the world, with different factions taking control of territories based on your decisions. Combat blends first-person melee action with creative weapon modifications, letting you craft electrified, explosive, and toxic weapons. The game supports 4-player co-op throughout the entire campaign, making exploration and combat more dynamic with friends alongside you. Number 5 presents Back 4 Blood, the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead, created by the same development team at Turtle Rock Studios. This cooperative first-person shooter features intense 4-player campaigns where you battle through infected hordes called the Ridden across various apocalyptic scenarios. The card system is the game's unique mechanic, letting you build custom decks that modify your stats, abilities, and playstyle before each mission. Special infected types called mutations provide diverse challenges, including exploders that charge at you and tall boys with massive crushing arms. The game features both PvE campaign modes and PvP swarm mode, where players can control the Ridden against human teams. Difficulty levels scale significantly, with Nightmare mode providing brutal challenges that require perfect teamwork and strategy to overcome successfully. Regular content updates add new cards, characters, and campaigns, keeping the experience fresh for long-term players who enjoy cooperative shooters. Coming in at number 6, we have Zombie Army 4 Dead War, which offers arcadey third-person shooting action against supernatural Nazi zombies. Set in an alternate 1946, where Hitler's undead army has risen from defeat, you'll fight across European locations with over-the-top weapons and abilities. The X-ray kill cam returns from the Sniper Elite series, showing detailed slow-motion shots as bullets penetrate zombie skulls and organs. Campaign mode supports up to 4 players in co-op, with 8 missions that blend horror atmosphere with pulpy B-movie entertainment throughout. Horde mode challenges you to survive increasingly difficult waves of undead enemies while upgrading weapons and defenses between rounds. The upgrade system lets you enhance weapons with elemental effects and special abilities, making guns feel progressively more powerful as you progress. Weekly challenges and community events provide additional content and rewards, keeping players engaged beyond the main campaign missions available. At number 7, we encounter Dead by Daylight, an asymmetric multiplayer horror game where 4 survivors face off against one powerful killer. While not a traditional zombie game, it features infected creatures and undead killers, creating tense horror experiences every match. Survivors must repair generators to power exit gates while avoiding the killer who hunts them through atmospheric maps. The game features dozens of licensed killers from horror franchises, including Resident Evil, Silent Hill, and the Walking Dead universes. Each killer has unique abilities and playstyles, requiring survivors to adapt their strategies based on who they're facing. Survivors can work together to rescue hooked teammates, heal injuries, and use perks to gain advantages during chases. The progression system unlocks new perks, characters, and customization options, providing long-term goals for players who enjoy competitive multiplayer experiences. Number 8 gives us The Last of Us Part 2, which continues Joel and Ellie's story in a brutal post-apocalyptic world. Set 5 years after the original, you play primarily as Ellie on a revenge mission through Seattle and surrounding areas. The infected remain terrifying threats, with clickers, stalkers, and the new shambler type creating intense stealth and combat encounters. Graphics and animation quality are exceptional, with detailed environments and character performances that push PlayStation hardware to its limits. Combat is visceral and weighty, combining stealth takedowns, crafted weapons, and firearms in desperate survival situations throughout the journey. The story explores themes of revenge, trauma, and consequences through morally complex characters and emotionally challenging narrative moments. Accessibility options are incredibly comprehensive, making the game playable for people with various disabilities without compromising the intended experience. Moving to number 9, we have Resident Evil Village, which blends survival horror with action gameplay in a mysterious European village. You play as Ika Winters, searching for his kidnapped daughter, while facing lichens, vampires, and other supernatural creatures. The game features multiple distinct areas, each controlled by different lords, with unique atmospheres and gameplay mechanics throughout. Lady Dimitrescu and her castle became iconic for the gothic horror atmosphere and intense chase sequences through elaborate mansion environments. Combat feels more action-oriented than previous entries, with varied weapons, upgrades, and a merchant system for purchasing equipment. The Duke serves as your vendor, appearing in safe rooms throughout the game, offering weapon upgrades, treasure trades, and cooking meals. Village balances horror tension with empowering combat moments, creating an experience that appeals to both survival horror and action fans. Finally, at number 10, we have the Callisto Protocol, a spiritual successor to Dead Space, set in a maximum security prison. The game takes place on Jupiter's moon Callisto in the year 2320, where a mysterious outbreak transforms inmates into monstrous creatures. Combat emphasizes brutal melee action with a dodge mechanic that lets you evade attacks before countering with devastating strikes. The GRP gravity weapon lets you grab and throw enemies into environmental hazards like spinning fans and spikes for creative kills. Graphics showcase cutting-edge visuals with incredibly detailed character models, gore effects, and atmospheric lighting throughout the claustrophobic corridors. The story follows Jacob Lee, a cargo pilot who crash lands at Black Iron Prison and must fight through infected hordes. Horror atmosphere is intense, with jump scares, grotesque creature designs, and sound design that builds tension effectively throughout the entire campaign.